Kbands Live 154 here. We are going to be working our shoulders today. Now, I know a lot of times when you're working out, you get a little bit of shoulder pain, a little tightness, a little pinching, and this is going to be a quick routine that you can kind of get through before your workouts to target those muscles in your shoulder, increase blood flow, and get them ready to rock again for workouts to follow. It's important that when you get an ache or a pain, you want to start addressing that. You want to start working with these types of warm-up exercises before you get into big workout routines with your chest, your back, big rowing types of motions so that you don't cause a long-term injury. Now this exercise is going to be real simple. You're going to have your elbow down to your side and you're just going to be rotating out. Now you'll notice if you don't have quite as much external rotation, that elbow is going to want to come off your side. You want to fight that urge, use a towel, use your hand if you have problems with this. You see Carl kind of leaks that elbow out just a little bit, but as he gets more loose, you'll see that that elbow starts staying down. You want to keep the elbow on the side and rotate your shoulder. If your elbow doesn't stay there, then you're really not externally rotating, you're kind of doing a bit of an extension. So we want to get that short range of motion and start getting it warmed up, and you'll see as we start doing other exercises, we're going to really get those muscles working. So stick to the exercise here, going back and forth, no rest in between, because we'll be using one arm, then we'll be using the other. So just keep your pace nice and high, and we'll kind of explain this as we get through this video. Now we'll be getting into the next exercise here where we'll be doing an elevated external rotation set. So you're going to put your elbow on a shelf and you're going to rotate your elbow back. Now notice with the fusion cables we've got 5 levels of resistance, but you're shooting from medium to low level weight. It's all about getting great blood flow, not a strengthening exercise. Range of motion is more important. So if the level 3 is too heavy for you, make sure you go down to that level 2, level 1 band. You're not trying to put on a show here. We're trying to work the muscles properly. So put the elbow on a shelf, even with the shoulder line. You're going to be rotating back as far as you can, and then decelerate. That's the key now. Decelerate. We don't want to just relax and let it jump down on us. Decelerate down to that 90-degree angle and then slide it back up. Now you might be wondering when you're supposed to do these types of exercises. A lot of times you can use them as a warm-up, but I would always suggest if you're feeling a little bit injured, you want to do them on non-shoulder workout days and extend the time periods a little bit. We want to get a good amount of repetitions on each, 3 to 4 sets, maybe even 5 sets, really taking good slow decelerations and increase the blood flow. It's also good to do a little bit of cardio if you've got some impingement going on or you're extra tender. The looser we can get that joint, the faster that pain's going to go away. If you're using it and you're feeling pretty fresh, you're feeling pretty good, and you're doing it more as a maintenance thing, cut the sets down to maybe 2 or 3. Keep the pace higher, and you're going to get through this in about 10 minutes before your workout, just making sure that you keep that good range of motion. If you're doing a lot of heavy volume training, it's very important that you get your shoulder loose, so use this sequence to get you there. This specific exercise, not everybody's that good at it. A lot of people are very, very tight when it comes to external rotation, so you want to take this one a little bit slow. You want to walk out, let your arm stretch just a little bit before you get cranking on it. You don't want to cast the arm. You want to set it in a 90-degree angle slot and then just rotate it, and then let that band kind of loosen you up. As you get a little looser, you'll notice your hand will be able to set back a little bit farther. It's going to be a different pull here. Rather than taking the deceleration phase to work those muscles, now we're going to be kind of pulling through it with a little bit more of a contraction. So make sure that you get your elbow in the right slot as well. Step a little bit to the right, a little bit to the left. With whatever arm you're doing, you want that band to go directly to your hand. You don't want it coming from a center position in your body or across your body. You want it right even with the arm, so when we rotate, we're not getting a lot of strap things around your arm. Keep it in that slot, rotate through, and always work on that deceleration. Don't let the arm bounce. Now you've got a fusion cable mounted on your lower fusion mount, and we're going to be doing just a straight arm extension out to the side. We're going to add just a little bit more resistance here, step out a little bit if you need to, but don't get too crazy with it. Again, this is a warm-up or a rehab type of exercise, but you're going to keep a straight arm, and now we're going to work those delts and some of those bigger muscle groups in addition to the rotator cuff. We got the rotator cuff good and warmed up in the first couple exercises. Now we're going to add just a little bit more tension, but keeping the arm straight. I got a slight bend to my elbow. That's okay. Take a little pressure out of the joint, but then we're going to decelerate with the shoulder going back and forth again. No need for any long extended rest periods because we're using one arm and then the other. Keep in mind now that your core, you don't want to be weak, you don't want to slide in your hips. Whenever you got resistance off to the side, sometimes you want to lean into it with a hip. We want to maintain a good upright position as if there's a pole all the way through your body cutting you in half. So keep those hips even with the shoulders and then decelerate with the shoulder coming down. This last exercise is really going to take you over the top. Grab the level 1. It needed to be a little bit lighter, and you're going to stand on it with one foot. We've got 3 different hand positions, and let me tell you, your shoulders are going to be roasting after this. But let's set it up first. First, we're going to go with a thumbs up in a 45-degree angle off your body, and we're going to be decelerating down. So you're working to the shoulder height, not above, and then we're going to be coming down. If you notice there, I had a little bit of that safety sleeve bunched up too much under my foot, so I couldn't get it up. So all you got to do is pull that sleeve off to the side. If you get that, it doesn't really happen very often, but that's what that was there. You're going to bring it up 8 to 10 repetitions, and then we're going to be turning our hands over into a flat position, doing a normal lateral raise. Now this again, don't go above your head. There's no more range of motion that we need. We don't need to be skyrocketing up above our head. Just go up to the shoulder height, decelerate down, and then back up. Big time blood flow exercise here through all 3 of these exercises. So you've got the thumb up at the 45-degree angle. We've got the T's out to the side lateral raise, and then we're going to go with the empty soups. Now this one, you want to make sure that you squeeze your shoulder blades together. We don't want to roll our shoulders forward when we're coming out front. So as you get it set up, you're going to tuck the shoulder blades back, and then you're going to be rolling with the pinkies forward, and you're going to work at that same 45-degree angle that you started with. Now decelerate on the way down and keep your arms out to the sides, a pretty good straight elbow, but your arms are going to be really burning. So if you can't maintain those 10 repetitions with this good form, go ahead and cut the sets down or split the set up. Do 5 reps, take a little break, then do 5 reps, take a little break. We'd rather you keep a nice motion smooth and controlled than try to arch your back and really get your arms up. Remember, it's shoulder rehabilitation, shoulder strengthening, shoulder rehab. It's not trying to do heavy loads, powerlifting, that kind of thing. Just getting more repetitions, arching your back is not going to do anything for you. So maintain that good form and utilize this workout whenever you need a little bit of help for your shoulders. If you're getting a little tender, get more range of motion, get some blood flow in there, and get them feeling better.